Let me just talk a bit about what it means to the college to take a room of our college and put the name of an alumnus on the wall outside. This is a big moment for us. This means that forever, as long as this building is standing, this name will be affixed to this lecture hall. In the mid-60s, when our city and our country were in turmoil, and there were riots in our cities and riots in New York City, a lot of tension between the police department and communities of color. At that time, there was something else happening in our country, which was that the police profession was being raised in terms of its standards, its sense of a profession, and the first African Americans were taking their place in this police department in our city. That means that he came here at a time when he was among the first to graduate. So here you have this man who we're honoring tonight, who was already a pioneer by his decision to go into the police service, and then a pioneer in another way by his decision to get a college education. And then, I don't know what he did to graduate in 2 years, but then another pioneer to graduate in a short time and be among our first alumni. He was in graduate school, not yet getting a master's degree, when he was already at a very high rank in the police department. This was somebody who just had a burning desire for education. It was really pretty powerful.
As Dad would often force us to consider the officer's perspective in specific incidents, and would always force us to engage in difficult conversations of race, class, and color, and how they divided us. And if we didn't discuss it, he would say we would never overcome any of our challenges, and if we didn't continue to seek solutions, we would never move forward. So the students that advance through the LEAP program will help us move forward, and for that, I'm very grateful. Mom, you want to thank folks for coming?
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
No, I believed after seeing him in and out like that and knowing the time that we were in, 1969 and the 60s with everything going on, to have a black man be an assistant chief in the 13th Division, among all the many other assignments he had, was extraordinary. So it was especially powerful for me. I mean, I was 18, but still, it blew my mind. But it gave me, a sort of a vision for what was possible.
What you have to expect is that you're going to have to hold your people's history. So it's not an accident that we arrive here on June 20th after Father's Day and after Juneteenth, talking about what legacy looks like for a black man who was a famous first, and for a program that is looking to find the words to say what's true about bias in America, something that we have been uniquely ill-qualified to do as a country, ill-suited to do in terms of truth-telling and talking about history. How to think about holding history after Father's Day and Juneteenth. I think about my favorite verse from the Bible, Proverbs 29:18. It says, where there is no vision, the people perish. Where there is no vision, the people are shaken loose, which means they cannot hold that divinity that is inside of them. Those who can hold it are happy. And I would make the argument that what they're holding is their people's history. They're holding their people's memory. And that's what we're hoping to give the students who are part of the LEAP program, and that they will reflect that back to ourselves so we get better at it ourselves. I am incredibly honored to be between these two pictures, to follow these two men, and to be honoring your father, your husband, and your family. Thank you very much for that opportunity. I'm going to do my best not to let you go.